I went in, I signed in to my ClassFlow account, my students signed in, and we saw their names here. Now I'm ready to start having my students interact with my lesson, okay? So in Active Inspire, I'm going to actually use the express poll, like I would with my expressions. So this is going to be a text, and you're going to tell me what you had for lunch, okay? So I'm going to click here, and I'm going to text question, and then you guys could see here. Now, before you answer, did it come through? I want you to look at the bottom of, underneath the question. There's this little square box. I want everyone to click on it.
I did not get it.
What is that? At the bottom, it's actually the flip chart page. So if the student in the back, cannot read the question, they can pull up that flip chart page, read it, and it gives you a little X in the corner, so they can X out and then go back and answer. So go ahead and X out of that. Can you see this? Now go ahead and try to join in, and I will leave you as undefined.
What did you eat for lunch?
That was the question.
Now you're just X up here.
Now it works. She just gave them an answer.
Yeah. I'll give you the, okay, so I have a few of you that are answering. So you know an Active Inspire can actually time you, right? So I've got a little timer over here. Well, I start seeing people always put answers in. That's how I controlled Shelby. I'm like, all right, I'm going to time you, got 8 seconds. And so what it's going to do is automatically stop what? All right? So I'm going to say no. I'm not going to let you retry. Now, if you haven't used expressions in a while, with the text message, you know that you could actually word seed all of those questions right onto the flip chart page. So here is the word seed, right here, the second one. And now what I can do is very quickly, I want to show you how fast I can get my kids interactive in this lesson of just their answers. I went to the Shapes tool. I'm going to draw a nice little straight line. Look, I'm making a quick graphic organizer. And I'm going to find out today who was healthy and who was not. Okay, and I could write that in with a pen. Now these come in, my nothing's going to go where? Let's see, my turkey sandwich, salad with tuna. What's air? Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. And who's RR?
I couldn't imagine.
Now did you notice that I could actually what? Hover and see who what? Answered what as well. Okay, and so then I can search here. Now another thing, nothing, my goodness.
That's healthy.
Yes, that's healthy.
That's healthy, or
That's healthy.
and I feel bad
Mental health.
because if Linda said nothing, I was the one that interrupted her lunch. She had like one bite.
Actually, I do the Buffalo Wild Wings person.
Oh, okay. Now, another thing that I could have done is made very quickly a Venn diagram, right? So then I could, if we're writing the fence on what's healthy and what's not, like pizza, I bet you kids would argue up and down. Well, mine had meat on it, and it had homemade sauce on it, because that's what Papa John says, so forth, so on. So you see how that works very quickly? I just took their responses, I made something. The kids love for you to actually do something with their response. All right. So the next thing, we can do the Likert scale as well, like we just did, right? I could do confidence. And again, with the Likert, I want you to see this. If you're not used to it in Active Inspire, if you didn't use it a lot, it's backwards than the way that we use it in the US, because we originated from the UK. So with agreement, it puts it up there for us, but make sure that you show your students that 1 is what? Strongly agree to 5 is what? Strongly disagree, okay? And you can see it puts that bar across there as well. And you doing good? Okay, perfect. All right, so go ahead and you can maneuver your bar and send it in quickly. Oh, I can move this out of the way. Is it very important to have a balanced diet?
Penny, I got kicked out, so I can't play. And when I go to get back in, it says that that my name is already there and I can't go in.
So go into the browser and just say change server, but then just don't change anything, but enable it again. It's like refreshing it. Okay, so I'm going to stop you.
Plan class code again?
Yeah. All right, so this is just Active Inspire. You do get what? Automatically the bar graph comes up, and then you know that it's saving it right here, all the results in your browser, right? So as I pull all the way through, just like it does with your expressions, I can export all those results as well. All right, so the other thing is, and I won't put you through all this, is let's say I wanted to do something with this. I wanted my students to actually go through, and I wanted them to work in groups, and they're going to find the restaurant that has the most calories, or they're going to sort or do all this. Well, it's very hard to read, isn't it, on the Promethean board? The new little feature that you have is an arrow right here, and that can actually send that flip chart page to their device. Did it get you back in?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Now, the only thing, it is cool, but you can't write on it like we were doing in ClassFlow, right? With the Create, you can't take a snapshot. It is preview only. That's why ClassFlow was born.
Couldn't you change to desktop annotate though and write on it as a kid? Like I could just click on this desktop one and now I can highlight on top of it.
Does your students have
Yeah.
Active Inspire on their computers?
Mhm.
Okay,
They
they
just
could do
on their
that.
personal devices, unless they installed it. They wouldn't.
Well, but on their iPads, they couldn't do that because what? Right.
Okay.
They don't have Active Inspire to do that. But on a laptop,
Yeah.
if they have Active Inspire, yep, they could do it and Active Inspire was open. Yep. All right. Yep, and it works. So, and you can't send it back to the teacher, right? But they could save it.
Their desktop.
Right. So that's why this is as far as Active Inspire. They couldn't make it any smarter, right? There were just some features that we just couldn't grow, and that's why we had to go to this cloud-based platform. And you guys, again, I would pull this out, and it's very easy. I would just open up, like I said, I would have imported this whole flip chart, right? I would have just taken this new flip chart go over here, pull this out, save it, give it another file name. Always put healthy eating import to CF. So I know it's what I was going to import to. Import it and open up create. Okay? Now, if you want to go in now as a teacher, you can open up Active Inspire and sign in to your ClassFlow account so you could see what your code is. So go to Active Inspire.
And that would stay the same for the rest of the
And
year?
that would stay the same for the rest of the year. And no, we can't change the code in Active Inspire. You gotta live with that
For the
code.
rest of the year for as long as you
As long as you,
have this email.
as long as you have, yes, yes.
So then at the end of the year, you would have to have those students delete from your account?
The minute, that's a great question. So I was asked, Ray, do the students have to delete from that account? What happens is that when I close this flip chart, they're gonna be already signed out.
So each time they re-sign
Each
into
time,
class.
right, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so when you sign out of Active Inspire or they shut down, or go out of ClassFlow, because you notice in ClassFlow, they didn't sign into anything.
Right.
They just went to a website and joined by that code.
So but they'll use the same code each time they
Yeah.
log into your.
Mhm. Yeah. So what do you guys think?
Cool.
So I know in this 2 hours you took on a lot. There is a video. Don't sell me on YouTube. Don't post me on YouTube. This is for you. Yeah, my company would kill me. Share it with the other teachers that didn't attend, and just go back and preview it for yourself. I will check into, I'm going to report this issue. If some of you, I know my techie people here, if you got time, you want to do it. Try to see if it's what Linda, the more information you can give me in report, is this only happening in Explore, or is it working for me and it works beautifully in Chrome? Then we know where the issue is, it's in Explore. And 2 days ago, we had a problem, and thank goodness it was fixed before I got here. There was a problem with the students signing in using Chrome. They were getting an error message, but that was already fixed overnight. I got that email this morning, so. All right, well, thank you.
Thank
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
Can one teacher create a lesson
Mhm.
and share it with another teacher?
Yes. Oh, in ClassFlow? Yeah. So in ClassFlow, let me see if I'm still logged in. Yes, thank you. That's a great. So in ClassFlow, to share a lesson, okay, so if I wanted to share this lesson with you, right, I click on the lesson, and you see right here, there's a little pop-up settings menu. That's where I can go share. Now, if I share it publicly, that means it's going into a community, just like Active Inspire. If I want to share it with my 5th grade team, I would go privately, and you could see that I could email them this link right here. So you see where it gives you that link? So I just hit email, and then I can type that, and it will email you with that link right there. Then what you would do, it opens it up, and all you do is say, copy to my drive. And it copies it, because you're logged into ClassFlow, it will copy it right there as your next lesson.
How large is our drive, the ClassFlow drive?
I know, so I think someone said maybe 500 megs. You don't have a gig. Yeah,
How big's the-
that's in the free. The paid is unlimited.
But you can save them.
Yeah, so you could save them, and that's why.
We can put them in Google Drive or OneDrive.
So what you can do, yep, so you can see up here that, once I'm done, okay. So here what I can do, when I play, oh, and then when you play and you don't want a class, there's your no class. And you know what the great thing is about the no class? If you're signed in to Active Inspire, they would be signed in to your, oh, I'm in the demo site. They would be signed in to your No Class and ClassFlow as well, because those are the same codes, which makes it nice. Okay, and then so you can print it, and then when printing, what you'll do is just export it as a PDF. And then you know with a PDF, you can import it as a flip chart. So play a little bit with it. There's some YouTube videos as well that you guys can watch on the ClassFlow site. Again, if you just go how to ClassFlow, there's a whole list. And I would start simple, and the simple is using it in Active Inspire, and then importing, and then starting maybe adding videos to your imported flip chart, because you saw how easy that was. Okay? All right, well, thank you.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful school year if I don't see you again. Good luck.
Thank you.